Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. My name is Abigail and you're welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to be showing you top 3 exercises you should be doing if you are over 30. These are like the main core exercises that anyone over 30 necessarily need. They are also body weight exercises. You do not need equipment for these moves. However, we don't do it enough, and most of the time we tend to suffer the consequences, which accelerates our aging process as we get old. Let's be honest, when we were in our 20s, we never actually worry about the aging process. We were just happy being 20 and we looked youthful and vibrant and young. Our energy were up there, and even we had lots of appetite for so much things, like not just food, we're talking about adventure and different interests altogether. But when we hit 30, a whole lot changes. Our body switches, especially if you've not maintained a healthy lifestyle. The change is so drastic that you notice loss in energy, you notice an increase in mood swing, you start stressing out a lot more than you used to, and even most of the time some part of your body starts feeling like itchy, achy and painful or something. And that's even the age when certain health conditions start popping in much more rapidly than you expect. I have one-hand experience on this, so let me take you guys back a little bit. So you guys know this channel is about fitness, and I've done fitness all my life, but you know that there are periods that I actually stopped working out. For over 2 years I wasn't working out. It's not as if I didn't do anything active, but it wasn't to the level that I personally or naturally did get active. So it's more of, okay, the work I do or workout I do is go climb the stairs, go get something and all that. And during this period too, it got done on me, was almost as when I hit 30, 31, and then it got done on me that I wasn't really feeling as good as I used to, as energetic as I used to. I started having more frequent need to actually drink medicine, supplements and all that. This happened when I moved to Portugal here. When I moved to this country, I was in a very bad state in life. It wasn't financial, but it was more of a mental thing. I was depressed, I was lonely, I was almost everything. Not that I'm no longer lonely, but now I know I've come to how to manage this whole thing. I'm happy that I was able to pick up very fast, because guys, if I had to show you what I looked like, fine, I know a whole lot could be part of this whole thing, maybe environmental factor, nutrients changes, new culture and everything could have affected and contributed. But still, one thing I was for sure right about was the fact that if I increased my activity, especially the type of activity I got into, that I was going to feel better. And that is exactly what's happening today. I am in a much better position. I look better, I look very bright. Currently I'm making this video with no single filter on. Like this part, in fact, I'm going to make sure that I do not edit, I don't add any filter on this part. It's going to be raw as it is, like my face is. I'm in my late 30s, I'm 37 now, be 38 soon. I think I look good for my age, and I'm not doing much. I don't do Botox, I don't do fillers, or maybe I will do in the future, but currently I'm not doing any of those. And the only thing literally I am doing is working out and eating healthy, and actually choosing the right exercise. I no longer train extreme like I did in the past. I have a moderate balance of my training. I only train with weights 3 times in a week, and then body weights for the rest of the week. And the body weights are like fun for me, and those are the moves I'm going to show you that you really need to be able to look younger, to feel good, to feel energetic and super pumped.
So the 3 main exercises we're looking at here is a derivative of squats. However, it is variations of the squats that current study has shown to really be the most effective with building leg strength and longevity for an adult over 30. And the first one is
the child's squat. It is officially called deep squatting, but personally I like to call it child squat. You know why? Simple. Children are the ones who do it. No wonder they are very youthful, they are very young, they are very energetic, they are very vibrant, happy, like they swing up in and out into the position with no hesitation, no nothing. Yeah, you can see it. When you were a child, I bet you did squats, deep squats precisely, not the regular squats. Now I want us to actually look at how the squat actually helps to fight against aging. One thing for sure is that when you sports, it helps mitigate a sickness that we all have as we age. We're talking about sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is a muscle loss related sickness that slowly creeps in the moment we hit 30. For us to revert or work against this particular illness or something, I don't even know what better to call it, illness, condition or whatever, but it is a condition that is permanent or constant for everybody, and it is very prevalent when you are not active. So you want to get into it, it fights against it and helps to strengthen your leg muscle muscle so that your leg muscle doesn't get weak and you start losing density, bone density, and muscle mass. According to a study conducted in 2023 by the Aging and Clinical Experimental Research, they found out that adults who performed high rep body weight squats, especially getting into deep squats for just few months, significantly improved their neuromuscular activity, meaning that their muscle literally started to fire up better. They became stronger, more stable, and even more functional. So if you start doing squats, especially deep squatting, you will build muscle strength on your legs, and that actually translates into how you feel, your overall energy, your ability to do other activities that boost your dopamine. You feel more happier and all that put together. This is not about building muscle or bulking up. It's more of stopping the slow breakdown of your body, which is inevitable as we get old, as we hit 30. And the deep squatting is one of the best way to fight against this process. Now let's move on to the second exercise in this video that actually is explosive, but at the same time it is one of the best thing you will do for yourself as a way to advance the earlier exercise we mentioned. It's still a variation of squats, but now we're adding something a little bit spicy into it. We're adding explosiveness to it. Why? Because when we add explosiveness to our training, it significantly increases the circulation of hormones and blood in our systems, which in turn results to better energy, more strength, happy hormone release, and all that beautiful thing, less cortisol release in our body. And you know the relationship of cortisol with how you look. If you have high cortisol level in your body, you're gonna look older.
Looking at my face on this picture, you see that I really look fat on just my face, even when my entire body wasn't completely too fat. And I think this is mostly a result of cortisol. When you have that cortisol face, because you're stressed out, you're gaining the fat on your face, and even your body retains more fat when you have that stress hormone released constantly in your body. And I think this is what I was going through here. I was trying to be happy irrespective, but it wasn't happening.
A study conducted in 2019 by the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research showed that body weight explosive training like jump squatting efficiently increased circulation growth hormone. This hormone helps you maintain lean muscle, burn fat, repair tissue, and stay organized. In other words, you feel younger, stronger, energetic, sharper without need of depending on supplements and shots to be able to feel happy or any of those. So get explosive. Now personally, the way I like to do my own jump squatting is simple. I do not like to get all the way up, because when I get all the way up, I don't feel it much on my legs, and I want my leg to be the superhero here. So for me to achieve this, I tend to go halfway of the wrap, not completely extended, because when I go fully extended, I'm just more of cardio, but I want more of strength on my legs, and that's why I go halfway jump but down. And this is like the superb method of them all. So you want to try this, and you can do anyone you choose is still very perfect. Just choose your suffering here for the better good. So I choose my suffering here. This is mine actually. You have to suffer to feel good sometimes. Without the suffering, that dopamine that comes with satisfaction of something you worked hard to achieve is always very real. It never can be taken away, and this is how you get it. So you want to get explosive with your training. If you have arthritis, please don't start with this. You need to first get used to the first squat, the slow pace one, get comfortable, follow the initial step. Then after you've regained your strength and then your leg is stronger and you no longer feel pain when you try to squat, that's when you want to start doing this explosive training, please, so you don't get injured or something. And of course, please consult your medical advisor before you get into any of these moves that I'm sharing with you, so we don't hear story that touch. Now the final exercise that I do for longevity is simple, a variation of still the same squat, but it is called the plié squat. Look at it here. This move is one of my sexiest exercise. I love it. I love how you look. I love how it forms your whole body. if you can learn how to practice this, then you can actually learn how to train your leg to be able to look youthful, be stronger, and feel very confident in your skin. In whatever you wear, those heels, they are going to tell you like, oh baby, come here, I love you for wearing me, literally. Okay, so let's jokes apart. Why do you need this move? Simple. As we get older, we know that somehow we stop wearing heels because we want comfort, because our leg hurts the moment we put on heels. I feel that way sometimes, and yet I'm a heel queen. Growing up in my 20s, I don't step out of my house without wearing high heels because I'm a short woman. Okay, not really short, but I'm 5'3", and 5'3" is not considered so tall. So heels is what helps me look this thing, and also heels actually make you look elegant, simple, and short. Now, when I hit 30, my leg hurts so badly that I can no longer wear heels anymore. Each time I'm looking for comfy shoe. But when I started doing these moves, when I started training like this with this exercise, God, I could wear heels. I have my heels now. Yeah. But this exercise, what it helps with is train your ankles, your inner thighs. It reduced all those whole fats on your inner thighs. It helps with the glutes as well, the hip and pelvic floor, and everything. Literally, it helps work all these areas. So it's an all-rounded move for strength on your foot, ankles, knees, thighs, hamstring, everywhere. So if there is one exercise you want to be doing when you've progressed after the first dip squats, low pace dip squats we spoke about in this video, it is this exercise. Let's say you don't even want to actually do the explosive squatting, you should be doing this whether you like it or not. It will help train your leg to be able to wear any kind of shoes that is appropriate for the occasion, and that's all you need. And yes, that's where we wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope somehow this video helped you, was informative, inspirational to you. Thanks for watching, guys. If you stuck with me to this point, then I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.